Have you ever wondered what makes the difference between good people and truly exceptional people? When mentioning figures like Elon Musk, Cristiano Ronaldo, or Usain Bolt, most people would immediately argue that their success comes largely from innate abilities. But is this view accurate? What is the decisive factor in turning an ordinary person into a world-class expert? Before answering this question, let me give examples of some geniuses in fields such as sports and memory capabilities, as follows. Johnny Hayes, a marathon runner, won the gold medal at the 1908 Olympics and was dubbed by countless newspapers as the greatest athlete of the 20th century. He set a new world record with a running time of 2 hours, 55 minutes, and 18 seconds. But today, over 100 years later, if Johnny Hayes were to use this achievement of his to participate in world athletics competitions, he would just only qualify to register for the Boston Marathon, which has over 30,000 athletes participating. The second person I want to mention is David Richard Spencer, who set a record in 1973 by memorizing 501 digits of pi. But just 5 years later, this number had increased to over 10,000 digits. By 2015, a Japanese athlete named Akira Haraguchi had set a new record nearly 200 times the achievement Spencer reached 42 years earlier, memorizing 100,000 digits. After hearing about these two examples, you might think we are living in the era of geniuses. However, according to research by Dr. Anders Ericsson, the difference between generations of experts is not due to changes in biological structure or genetics, but rather the increase in practice time, as well as the development of entirely new training methods and techniques. Specifically, traditionally, if you wanted to become a badminton player but had no experience in this sport, the first thing people would think of is to enroll in a course right away and train until you achieve your goal. You practice serving and receiving to improve your skills. After about 2 to 3 months, these techniques begin to become unconditional reflexes when you no longer have to think too much about them when performing. But this is also when people start feeling satisfied with their own skills and no longer devote much time training. That's why some people have been playing badminton for over 5 to 6 years, but still cannot defeat an athlete who has only been professionally training for 2 years. This is not only true in the field of sports, but even in fields such as healthcare and education. Researchers have also shown that when a doctor or teacher reaches a level of satisfaction with their skills and no longer devotes much time training, those with over 20 years of experience even have competency assessment tests with much weaker results than those who have only worked for 5 years. And when comparing experts to those who remain at an average level, Dr. Anders Ericsson found 4 factors that separate these two groups. First is goal setting. Experts often have very specific planning and goal setting. They will not just state things like, "I want to serve more effectively," but will ask themselves questions like, "What steps do I need to take and how should I implement them to improve my own serving skills?" This means that instead of setting goals that are too broad and general, they will focus more on specific and smaller goals to gradually improve their skills. Secondly, they always focus on the feedback they or others observe during training. Specifically, to succeed in any field, you must know where you have done right or wrong so you can improve and make adjustments as soon as possible. This not only helps us evaluate our own capabilities, but also determine the gap between our current ability and the goals we have set. The next factor is that experts are always willing to step out of their comfort zone. This factor is built on an extremely simple operating principle. If you do not really push yourself to the threshold of danger, you will never be able to develop. Returning to the badminton example from earlier, people stop improving their skills when their ability reaches a level of satisfaction. This means that instead of pushing the body beyond its limits, we rest in the safe zone to enjoy ourselves after a long period of training. But experts are completely opposite. They always seek challenges and are willing to spend a lot of time and effort to experience things that most people have never thought of. Additionally, to break through their comfort zones besides working harder, experts always seek out entirely new methods or approaches to tackle problems most effectively, or simply put, not try harder but try differently. The last factor is having a dedicated and professional teacher or mentor by your side. When starting to learn a new skill, there will undoubtedly be many times when you encounter questions you cannot answer yourself, or moments when you don't know what to do to improve your current level. This is when having a mentor or a coach with technical skills and expertise in the field you're developing is the best choice. In summary, if you really want to become an expert in a particular field, set more specific goals and focus on analyzing negative feedback to improve your skills. Along with this, a dedicated mentor or coach and the courage to step out of your comfort zone are extremely important factors in determining your future success. If you find my information useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment about experiences you often use when starting to learn a new skill. And I'll see you in the next video.